guys, so welcome to another episode of Engineering Your Life with Gia. And today I'm going to talk to you about how I usually start my mornings. So, for the longest time in my life, I've been trying to come up with a morning routine to help me, well, fix and structure my day. But the thing is, sobrang dami kong trials and errors over the past couple of years. And only recently have I finally found the right mixture of how to start my mornings. So I'll jump right into it. As you can see, one of the things I do first when I wake up and get out of bed is to fix my sheets and make sure that my bed is in order. Dati kasi wala akong pakialam, but I learned recently that when I start with making sure that my bed is fixed, everything else aligns. It's a really good way to start building momentum to get you going through the day. So, one of the things I've been trying to incorporate also into my morning routine is having a mindfulness practice. Back then, I used to do yoga, and I still do every now and then. Pero minsan when I'm pressed for time, I just really take a moment to sit down quietly and I look at my crystals and observe them and hold them in my hands. This might be a very weird to some people, but I don't really care. Bala kayo dyan. I love crystals. I love the universe and its magic. I've always believed in some form of magic in one way or another. Um, and I feel like hindi ko kayang gawin yung mga ginagawa ko ngayon if it's just me. And I believe in a higher power and I believe in the power of the universe aligning to help me reach my goals. And for crystals, I'm not sure if they really have powers and I'm really not sure if they do what they're supposed to do. But first off, I love them because they're very pretty and they make me very happy. As in, I really like nice things kasi. So I just really marvel at them and hold them and then whisper my intentions to them. And at the same time, the engineer in me also kind of thinks na may sense yung yung concept na crystals emanate energy and vibrations because first thing, crystals are used in electronics. They ginagamit sila for a lot of chips. So why can't we consider the fact that they may hold more power than what is conceivable or what is comprehensible by our human minds? So anyway, that's it. It's just yun. I find that these crystals help me build a mindfulness practice. They help remind me of the bigger world out there. They help remind me that I'm not supposed to be in control all the time. So, there. Next naman, isa sa mga pinaka nakakatamad gawin when you're just stuck at home is to take a shower. Dati talaga, as in nag-shower ako hapon na or gabi na. Or after mag-workout, whatever time that is. But I found recently that showering early in the morning has been helpful also in boosting my mood. Actually, that's a tip I learned from my psychiatrist. Sabi niya, one of the things to help the body create its own serotonin is to take showers. Yung feeling of water touching our skin is very helpful then to give us a positive mood throughout the day. So there, I take a shower first thing in the morning and then I do my quick skincare routine. Hindi kasi talaga ako mahilig sa skincare or tamad talaga ako in general. But recently, I've learned that we really have to take care of our skin and it also helps me feel good, especially now during the pandemic. There's no physical touch with anyone else. So I read somewhere that we have to give ourselves the love language that we need. And one of my love languages naman talaga is physical touch also. So when I take care of my skin, or at least magpahid ng something on my face, it helps me feel good and it helps me feel the self-love that I need. So there. Aside from talking to my crystals or marveling at my crystals, I also do meditation practice every now and then. So I use this app called Headspace and also another one called Insight Timer.
Not useful to resolution and debate. And yet it's the very foundation, a place of calm and clarity, from where we can hear what others have to say. So there are two parts to this. The first part is our ability to be present, to hear what others have to say. If we are very caught up in our own thinking, if we're particularly attached to an idea, an opinion or belief, then it's really hard to be present, curious, interested, to have a willingness to hear what another person wants to share. But if we're able to put those things down, then we can really be present for that moment. And in doing so, we also add the element of space. So rather than somebody saying something that doesn't sit well with us and then us just reacting to that, instead, in that moment of space, the opportunity to consider and then to respond. And it's through that sort of skillful response rather than knee-jerk reaction that we can get to a point of resolution where we can actually have constructive conversations. It can lead to sort of a peaceful place. So rather than thinking of stillness as something passive, it can actually be a really important active ingredient of any difficult conversation.
My go-to morning drink? It's Milo. Ever since bata, I guess nasanay na ako. And also, coffee kasi makes my stomach upset kasi I'm acidic. So, one of the things I do first thing in the morning is to visit my plans and goals for the day. And in this particular day, it's a Monday also. So, my Monday mornings, I treat it as sacred time for me to plan out my week and recalibrate my system. So, I take this time to fix my bullet journal, set up and recalibrate my goals and targets, and also fix my time blocks, which you will be seeing in a bit. And then for my journaling, I set it up every Monday kasi I don't use a pre-made planner. I just use a normal dotted journal. And the system that I use, it's called the bullet journal system. But the concept is simple. There's just a system that you have to follow. Yung pinaka-core lang niya is that you use dots for to-do lists and some other symbols for other notes that you want to put in. So I created my own and then I set up my system so that I have pages for the week and for every day. What I usually put in there lang is um, yung goals ko or objectives for the week, and then I also put the bills that I have to pay, the errands that I have to do, and I also now log my finances on my bullet journal also para lang mabilis ko ma-capture yung mga tasks. So that's my system. I still use a lot of digital tools like Todoist, Airtable, Google Sheets. But I'm a really a tactile person and I love writing with pen and paper. Kaya I still keep a journal. So ito yung bullet journal nga. And I process the tasks and notes from last week also so I can recalibrate for the week. I don't I just consider it as a brain dump also. It helps me kasi capture information agad. It's just always on my desk right beside my laptop. So pag may kailangan akong isulat na thought or a task that I might forget, bago ko ilagay sa online tools ko, inuuna ko sa bullet journal. So yun, I take the time every Monday morning to set it up for the week. Kasi nga, I create my own template. Hindi siya pre-made. So there. I also have a part where I list down my gratitude list. So I list down everything that I'm grateful for every day. And so once all of that is done on my journal, I then go to my laptop na to set up my time blocks for the week. And also, if it's a normal day, kung hindi siya Monday, I also still check my time blocks and my calendar for any important meetings that I have for the week. So this time blocking technique is something that I learned from Nikki or NFG. So I don't really stick to it na sobrang religiously. I plan out what tasks and time I have to allot for the week. Pero minsan, hindi ko naman nasusunod talaga. Kasi depending on priorities or depending on what my mood feels like, gusto ko siyang i-maximize yung energy ko para hindi ako napipilitan to do tasks that I don't feel like doing. So, I just swap out tasks sometimes. But ang important for me is to be able to see an overview of how my time is allotted all throughout the week para I can recalibrate every now and then. And then for all of my meetings and events, talagang nasa Google Calendar lahat. Doon na ako automatic tumitingin if I have something scheduled for the day. So yeah, and sometimes I take a couple of seconds or minutes din muna to post updates on Instagram and Facebook sa stories ko. So I usually share kasi the quotes that I get from my meditation app. And then my assistant helps me post stories related to my business as a financial advisor. So nire-share ko rin siya minsan sa personal account ko. And then I check my emails sometimes agad to check out some quotes I get from the universe, just to help me get motivated for the day. And then once I'm done with my tasks and errands for the morning, I then either eat breakfast or brunch kasi sometimes I don't like eating breakfast. I just like my Milo. And then I just eat combined ng breakfast and lunch during lunchtime. I subscribe to this meal service so that I don't have to think of what I have to eat during the day. So yes, it's also good, partly because of my goal for my health and fitness. But at the same time, it also talaga helps me lang get rid of yung mental load of thinking ano bang kakainin ko, paano ba magluluto, magpapadeliver ba ako, etc. etc. And I also like the surprise of not knowing what I'm going to eat for the day. Hindi naman kasi ako picky eater. So, I eat almost anything, as you can see, very obvious. So there, I take a moment to eat my breakfast and or lunch after my morning shenanigans. And then kinakamusta ko rin yung mga plants ko and I talk to them or just check on how they're doing, whether they need watering or anything. Very mind relaxing then. And then I also try to squeeze in some time to read a book. I'm not a stick to one when I read books actually. Madalas ako mag-hop from one book to another, especially pag marami na akong na-absorb from a certain book. So I just get back to them later and then put them aside for a while and then open another book. So ang dami kong like currently reading at the moment. So yun, it helps me also open my mind to new things and of course personal growth and development. That's it for my morning routine. I hope you also consider building one to start your mornings. It doesn't have to be complicated. Kahit as simple as just fixing your bed or drinking water, just to help you get that structure that you need to go through your day. Good luck! Thank you for watching! So hi guys, this is Gia of Engineering Your Life. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, I would really appreciate if you can first click the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet to my vlogs. Click the bell notification button so that you will get notified if there are any new posts in my YouTube channel. And please leave a comment because I would really love to know and see if this things that I'm doing is helping anyone. If you want to go further, if you can share my video to your friends and help them engineer their life, then please feel free to do so. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a nice week ahead. Bye!